The number one thing you guys like to talk about in the comments and on my live streams are hot video game characters. It seems to be all you care about. How attractive is this girl in the game? The bounce physics, the zoom in on her butt. Well, I've played a lot of games. I'm an expert on this topic. I have encountered all of the hottest video game characters you could ever imagine, and we're finally going to end the debate. In this video, we're going to decide who is the hottest video game character of all time. Hey guys, I'm RNG Gamer. I play all my games randomly, and let's dive right into this. So one of the hottest video game characters I've ever seen is a classic. She's a classic. She has a classic beauty. She looks extremely normal, wears normal clothing, and is in a game surrounded by other attractive females. Yet, she puts all of them to shame. It's 2B from Nier Automata. The first time I saw the design of this character, I could not believe it. I thought this was an alternate costume that was like a DLC you would buy, but no, this is the main one. 2B is wearing a lace-fringed plastic leather freaking maid uniform with thigh-high stockings, a thong leotard, and a BDSM mask, essentially, okay? She's ultra super attractive, and rightly so. She was designed to be this way. The creator of Nier Automata put a team of designers on just designing her butt and told them to make the best butt they possibly could. And the best talent in the industry did exactly that. She's stunning. I can't think of another character that is so sexualized yet has little to no sexuality about her. She's an android, she's a cyborg, she's a robot, she's a soldier. She has no intentions whatsoever about doing anything slightly romantic, yet they overly sexualized her. It's the perfect example of a male-driven design in a game. What's that clip, that meme where the woman says she doesn't like games because it only appeals to the male fantasy?
I hate video games because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
2B is what she's talking about. That's exactly what this is. And she's surrounded by other attractive female android characters up on their spaceship thing that they're on, and they're all designed to be as attractive as possible as well. Yet 2B is the one that stands out. She deserves a top spot on this list. I don't know how you can debate that. I don't know how you can deny it. She is fantastic design and as hot as they come. Debate me in the comments. Now, I don't know how you could design a character much better than 2B, but this next one gives her a run for her money. Sometimes you don't want to stare at a traditionally attractive female in a game. Sometimes the over-sexualization can be too much, and you just want a normal-looking, down-to-earth design. Sometimes you want something that appeals to you in a different way. Sometimes you want to visualize yourself in a different role, which leads me to our next entry, possibly one of the most attractive characters of all time. It's Marcus Phoenix. Almost said Marcus Penis. It's Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. Now, to me, there's nothing more attractive than a hulking man who's basically designed around the shape of a refrigerator, right? He goes out there, he's fearless, he's gruff, he's strong, he's a superhero, he's there to save the day. And there's no better way of doing that than by grabbing a freaking machine gun that has a chainsaw built into it and cutting disgusting enemies in half. That's the way to go about it, Marcus. That's the best way to be the most attractive character in the game. Kill everything else so you're the last one standing. He has fantastic design, right? He's got the bandana, okay? He wears the bandana all the time to cover his presumably receding hairline, right? He's got this huge power armor that takes his normal 280-pound hulking structure and sort of bolsters it up to like the 350-pound range. The ideal physique of a man. We all know this. We've all been in sporting goods stores and seen the mannequins. We know what real men are supposed to look like. Freaking Marcus Phoenix wearing power armor. He's got the 5 o'clock shadow, right? He's burly, he's hulking, he's huge. He makes you feel bad about yourself, like most of the hot women out there. There's nothing that makes you more endeared to someone than having them treat you like you're an absolute piece of crap and seeking their approval. That's what Marcus Phoenix does to everybody in the Gears of War games. Nobody's good enough, just him. He's the only one who's good enough. Everybody lets him down all the time. And they do everything in their power to try to make him like them. Is there anything more attractive than that? He's a glorious specimen of a man, and it doesn't get any hotter than that. This next entry I first learned about back when I was a freshman in college. Super impressionable. And since then, this video game character has haunted my dreams night after night after night after night after night after night. It's the Dodge Viper GTS R from Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. Holy crap. Have you ever seen a freaking car that looks as cool as this? It actually looks like a freaking snake. Now, if you've ever sat inside of a Dodge Viper before, you're definitely not impressed, okay? The inside of them is very bare bone. The interior looks cheap, there are no cup holders, the freaking stereo sucks. Hell, some of them don't even have door handles on the outside of them. The only way to open them is to reach over the freaking windows of the car to unlock them from the inside. You can't even lock the doors. They weren't designed to be parked in public. Only driven. They're a trophy car. They're hollow on the inside, but they look great on the outside. Certainly we've all had a relationship like that. You just go after someone for their looks, right? Well, that's what the Dodge Viper is. It's a car you go after for its looks. And I regret nothing about that. Smooth lines, gorgeous physique. Really loud and obnoxious, will probably embarrass you in front of all of your friends, but can you have it any other way? I would venture no. That's just the way it goes. That's the life you want to live. If you're the kind of person that likes a Dodge Viper, and that's most of us out there, right? That's what we want. Now, one of the things I loved about the Dodge Viper in Gran Turismo is you could race on one of the tracks. There was basically a NASCAR track, just a big circle. You get the Dodge Viper, which was like the toughest and dumbest and fastest car you could get at like a relatively cheap price. And you would rubber band down the right trigger and rubber band down the left analog stick and just like grind into the wall the whole way. Yet it was so fast and dumb, it would still win every race. And you could do these like 400 lap NASCAR races while you were going to class. And when you came back, your bank account was full. You had the prize money. The stupid car and the rubber bands did all the work. You didn't have to do anything. You were spoiled. Unlike in real life, where instead of filling your bank account, cars like this drain it. Cars like this drain your bank account. But that's fine. It's totally worth it. I have great memories of the Dodge Viper from this game. Absolutely a perfect entry. The sexiest car that you could get in that entire game. I loved it with all my heart. I still do. I still have dreams that wake me up in the middle of the night thinking about this car. Man, what it was like to be 18. This next character, she's royalty. She's not the girl next door. She stands out in a crowd of other attractive females from video games. They all mingle together in their little cliques. But no, she's elevated above that. She's too spectacular. She's not out there whoring herself around like that Princess Peach. She's up in the heavenly stars. It's Rosalina from the Super Mario series. Do you really think Princess Peach just accidentally gets kidnapped by Bowser all the time? Do you think that really happens? That she's so dumb? She runs a kingdom full of mushroom people. You know, enterprising individuals. She runs it. Well, they're thriving. Do you really think she's so dumb that Bowser just kidnaps her regularly? Really? You think that's what's going on? You think Mario comes home from a long day of stomping turts? It's like, Peach, where are you, honey? Where'd you go? And she's not around. And then like he goes like looks for her, and she's in Bowser's castle again. And she's like, oh no, I got kidnapped. Dude, they got something going on. You know they do. Bowser and Peach have had an affair going on for like 40 years, and Mario is too dumb to realize it. And Daisy, she's just an accomplice to the whole thing. She and freaking Princess Peach are in cahoots together. And you know, like if you call Daisy up and you're like, hey, have you seen Peach? Do you know where Peach is? I've heard rumors. She's like, oh, she's been hanging out with me all day long. Don't worry, but she just left a little while ago. She's one of those friends. We don't like that. But look at Rosalina. What does Rosalina do? She hangs out with stars all day. Not movie stars. No, actual stars. And I don't know what she does. She enslaves them for her own, like, proclivities. I don't know what she does. But she has a very chic, modern haircut. A blue dress. The symbol of purity, right? Blue. We wear blue when we get married, right? And she doesn't trick Mario into doing anything he doesn't want to do. She's just trying to save the star people. She's just trying to get on her ship and leave. There's none of this, help me out and I'll stay, Mario. Like Peach, help me, Mario, and I'll stay. Here, fund all my fun activities with all these coins and stars you collect. And I'm gonna run off repeatedly with Bowser to his castle. Not Rosalina. She's a chaste and pure symbol of womanhood. We love her. She's fantastic. Throw her on a motorcycle, she wins like every Mario Kart race. She's not being burdened and weighed down by her past transgressions. No, she's a free spirit, extremely attractive. Not the girl next door, not that down the street, but rather the beautiful female up on the pedestal. What's more attractive than that? Now, tons of people out there are really into the Street Fighter characters. Cammy and her outfit, Chun-Li and her muscular thighs. But there's a fighting game character out there that I seriously think puts them both to shame. And it's Mai from King of Fighters. What if you took Chun-Li's outfit and made it sexier? You cut the slits up the side, like all the way up, like to the armpits, and then wore Cammy's outfit underneath it. It's a combination of the two. It takes all the trashiness from both of those characters and combines them together, gives it a nice red coat of paint, and makes sure that every kick is as high as it possibly can be. You don't want to miss out on anything, and you don't. When you play as Mai, you're not missing out on much in terms of subtlety. But she also has an incredibly awesome moveset and is honestly my favorite character to play in the King of Fighters series, which is my favorite fighting game series of all time. She's ultra hot, super fun. What isn't to like about her? Other than the reaction that people have when they watch you play the game. The first time I discovered Mai was actually after I got my Neo Geo system and I bought a multi-cart for it. And one of the first games I played, I didn't know was a ROM hack of one of the King of Fighters games, and it removed all the underwear in the game. I did not know it was a ROM hack. I just thought that's what the King of Fighters was. And immediately I was like, I know why this is so popular. And I also know why it never took off like Street Fighter. It wasn't until one of my friends came over and was like, where the hell did you get this game? That I learned that that's not what King of Fighters was this whole time. But Mai is super hot. She is one of the hottest fighting game characters of all time. If you know one that's better and hotter and sexier, put it in the comments down below. I'd like to know. And don't say Blanca. It's not Blanca, okay? He's not even in the top 5, maybe like top 10 at best. All right, this next one really gets into your head. It's the Cerebral Boore from Turok. This is one of the most freaking awesome guns of all time. Why shoot a bow and an arrow, or throw a tomahawk at someone, or just shoot them repeatedly in the kneecaps with a machine gun? Instead, let's shoot a heat-seeking capsule that latches onto their head, cuts a hole through their cranium, drills down, and then detonates an explosion inside their skull that causes their head to fly apart. Holy crap, that's the most video game thing I have ever heard of in my entire life. It is super freaking awesome. I would say it's the best gun from any video game of all time. It never gets old. Watching person after person after person collapse to the ground after getting their freaking brain drilled out, holy crap, that is so freaking sweet. Have you ever seen anything that cool in a video game? My God, it's absolutely amazing. So many of you guys and gals have reached out to me and told me what you think the sexiest video game characters are, and you may not think I was paying attention, but guess what? I definitely was. I looked into each and every one of them, I combed the internet doing research, and I compiled a list. Here are all the honorable mentions of the sexiest video game characters. We have Mega Man. We have the Xbox 360 controller. Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5. The Frosted Lemonade from Chick-fil-A. That time Jennifer Lawrence tripped on the stairs at the Academy Awards and Hugh Jackman jumped up out of his seat to rush over and help her. Jill Valentine. Kratos. The theme song to Uncharted and Liquid Plumber. Perfect list. Couldn't have done it any better myself. If we forgot anything, let us know. I don't think we did though. I'm pretty sure that covers all of it. And before we dive into the last one, I would appreciate it if you do that for me. If you think I've earned it, of course. Also, give me a like. That's the best way to help me with the YouTube algorithm. And leave a comment. I know I've asked you to leave a lot of them. I'll answer every one of them. And lastly, it's Bayonetta. Thanks so much, guys, for sticking around and watching the video. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. I know this is a silly video. I just wanted to do something off the wall for fun. I was in a happy mood. I needed to lift myself up, and I hope I lifted you up too. If you have any other ideas for videos you want to see like this that you think would be funny or serious, let me know. The messages you see on the screen and the names that are going by, those are my channel members and Patreon supporters. I could not do this without you guys. I really appreciate it. If you are interested in becoming a channel member or a Patreon supporter, for as little as 99 cents a month, you get access to my Discord, you get access to member exclusive videos, you get access to videos early. If you want to spend a little bit more and help out old RNG, there's a lot of other things you can do, like get your name in the video. Now, I appreciate all of you, and I'll catch you guys next week.